So welcome back to the channel and welcome to one of the smallest worlds that I have seen in a long time. I always remember that song, like, it's a small world after all. Well, it's a small world today. Yesterday I was watching the news on television, and after it became the weather forecast, and they predicted conditions like this every day until Sunday, and it's now Wednesday. So if you're living in an area that does not have much fog, then I'm just really sorry, but the next few days here are gonna be really nice. So let's see what today will bring us. Hopefully some real moody autumn forests covered with fog. So look at these conditions here behind me. Ridiculous thick fog and some of the best forests I know here behind me. And I was actually planning on going somewhere else, which would take me over an hour to drive there. And on the radio in the car, I just heard a lot of traffic jams. So I just figured, why would I drive over an hour if everything is covered in a fog like this? So I'm just going to this forest, a little bit closer to my house, and hopefully get some really nice moody pictures. Oh, I can't wait to get in there. But I'm gonna wait until sunrise, because this area is known for controls, and I'm only allowed to go in there from sunrise. So I'm just gonna wait here on the parking lot, which I don't even know if it's allowed to be in the parking lot this early. But it's still about 15 minutes until sunrise. It's difficult to time that, so I take that 15 minutes for granted. And in about 15 minutes I'm gonna head in there. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Amazing, absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to look for today is different shapes, different colors. And why I love this forest is, if you look at it, there are a lot of pine trees, but there are also a lot of marsupial trees, I don't know the exact name, but the leaves that lose, the trees that lose their leaves. But I don't know the English word. I know it, but it's quite difficult, so I always forget. But it's very nice. And also I'm going to use the long lenses a little bit more to compress those scenes a little bit and make even more advantage of the fog. So a little example of what I'm looking for. If you look over here, there are two trees in the middle, a yellow colored autumn tree, and then on the right side you can see this tree in a bow shape hanging over it. Something different, so just looking for a composition. And you know, I can also take this road here, very easy shot, but I'm not gonna put the camera on the tripod until I found something really nice. So, and I'm sure that I can find something, but I just took these two handheld. I showed them on the screen, that you have a little bit of an idea of the mood, the atmosphere, and the shapes that I'm searching for. So these are those first two shots, real easy, handheld. And now we're gonna run deeper into the forest, see what we can find. So I walked about 30 meters further than that last shot you've seen. And I already seen a shot that I'm really happy about. You know, it's maybe a little bit simple, but it is so good. So let me show you. And this shows the power of a telephoto lens in these conditions. So let me turn you around. Well, look at this. It's still the same path as that portrait shot that you've just seen. So this is the shot, and it's zoomed into about 38-40 millimeters. And you got this path on the left leading into that forest. And then on the right side you have two trees in those beautiful ferns over here. You know, those are those two trees over here. So this is the section that I'm photographing. And it just looks so good. It looks so damn good. So like I do many times, I'm overexposing the scene just a little bit to increase that moodiness. And I'm not even going to use a polarizer, you know, there's no sunlight at the moment, so there are no reflections. And it kind of suits the mood at the moment to not use a polarizer. So very pleased with this shot. So this is it. So with a couple of foggy days in front of me, it's also a good moment to decide that I don't want to go for those obvious shots like the last one. You know, it's great. I think it's a massively great shot, but it's a little bit obvious, you know, a path through the forest. I want to go for something that's not so obvious. Some animal crossed the street here in front of me. I don't know what it was, but I hope it's not wild boar. A lot of wild boar here, so that's something that I would not like. They're quite aggressive here in this area. But I want to get some wide angles of fallen trees or trees between other trees. I don't know if it makes any sense, but I want to go for something different, something that I don't have. So, whoa, look at that yellow tree there. Amazing. That's nice. Let's see if we can get that in a shot, you know. Look at it here. Oh, yeah, what a morning. What a morning. Already 50 meters from the parking lot. One great shot in the pocket. You know, this day just ridiculous. So I'm gonna see if I can find something with this shot here. So I just couldn't find a real decent composition here of that tree. What I tried to do, you see these ferns here in the foreground. I tried to use those ferns and then this tree on the top with the path leading through it. But I don't know, it was quite a messy scene with this right side is real dominant. So it pulls the attraction to the right and not to that yellow tree. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but I'll show you anyway this shot and let me know in the comments what you think. Was this worth the stop or not? I don't know. So this is it. So you might think that conditions like this make it very easy to photograph, but just for example here, this beautiful yellow colored tree here behind me. The conditions like this just make me picky, you know. I want something real, how do you say it? Without any distracting elements. And you can see that tree on the left is quite distracting me. So the background is quite distracting. So I took a lot of images over the past few minutes, also this one. But I don't know if anything works, but I'm taking them anyway, you know. Sometimes in the morning like this, you just don't know what works or what doesn't work. So I always take the images and I look at home. So I'm going to show a couple of these images on the screen right now, and I leave it up to you. I hear something walking. Some animals walking somewhere through those ferns here. But yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. But this is just a little bit too disturbing for me in the surroundings. So I'm gonna look for a yellow tree like this, and there are a lot of them around. That's gonna give me that minimalistic, moody atmosphere. Yeah, great. So this is this shot and a couple ones down the road here. So the next shot is a good example of what I actually meant with that last tree, and it's still not exactly what I'm looking for, and in fact it is the exact same tree as I shot in the last image. So let me show you. I was just photographing this tree from the side. It's still that yellow tree, but now I walked around it. I'm back on the path, and you see that this distracting tree on the left is outside of the image. So now I can really look at the shapes of those tree trunks that are around my yellow tree over there. And with that foggy backdrop, it just looks like $1,000,000. The only thing that I noticed, everything here runs a little bit up a slope, and I'm kind of like in the lowest part here, so I have to shoot up a little bit, which makes those trees with a wide angle turn into the image. There's a lot of distortion there, which I don't really like, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of space around the trees, so I might straighten those up in post-processing. So let me try to show you this image. I'll just put it in the movie mode of my camera so I can make it easier to show you. So I think it will be something like this. And you can see I put the tree deliberately on the left side and some open space on the right, and my shot is a little bit wider on top, a little bit more light there. But I think it just looks amazing, and you see that it's much more minimalistic than that last shot. At least I think it is. So yeah, this is this shot, and let me know what you prefer, this or the side shot. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind when I'm back on the on the computer at home, but right now I think this is the better shot. So, and I think with that last shot, I'm going to end today's video. You know, this is a morning where you can shoot 5 or 6 videos in one morning if you want to. I don't know if everything worked out, but that's not really an issue for me. You know, I like to show the good and the bad so everyone knows what works and what doesn't work. And I'm seeing a real nice image here in the corner of my eye right now. But that is for the next video. So if you enjoyed this, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, because this trip is going to continue next week and probably the week after, because for the whole week conditions like this are predicted. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, please push that thumbs up button and the subscribe button. And yeah, there's also a buy me a coffee link up here if you want to support the channel in financial ways. You know, everything is appreciated, from a comment to a like to a subscribe. Everything you do, yeah, I'm able to do this on a weekday thanks to your support. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you on the next video. So bye bye, and I'm gonna continue.